I'm just a girl that loves a good Turkish show. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's recap does have spoilers, so viewer discretion is advised. Today I want to share with you the chaotic and very tragic love story of Ferret and Saren. The show is called Yali Capkini or Kingfisher, but I've also seen it be called Golden Boy. They say the show is based on a true story, and I absolutely love true stories, and this one is definitely worth watching, people. So let's get into it. This story is about two people, Ferret and Saren, who are from two different worlds being forced to marry each other. Ferret's grandfather thinks that marriage is the only way that Ferret will stop his womanizing and rebellious ways. Saren's father, Kazım Bey, on the other hand, is looking for a wealthy son-in-law since his family's wealth has gone down the toilet. The story starts when Ferret and his family go to ask for Kazım's older daughter Suna's hand in marriage. Now, as part of Turkish culture, it is tradition for the bride-to-be to serve coffee to the elders who are discussing the request for the girl's hand in marriage. The girl is not just marrying the boy. In fact, she's joining the groom's family, so naturally the girl's parents, they want to meet the family that they're going to be giving their daughter to and become acquainted with them while drinking coffee that the bride-to-be makes and serves. In some cases, though, if the girl has no interest in marrying the boy, she will add salt or bitter herbs to the coffee, making it difficult for him to drink it. And this is her way of letting him know that she's not interested in him at all. So Suna is asked to make the coffee, and while she is serving the coffee to the elders, she trips and falls on her face in front of everyone, completely humiliating herself. When she leaves the room to compose herself, Ferret takes the opportunity to pass on Suna and ask for her younger sister Saren's hand instead. Of course, Suna's father doesn't care that Suna is being passed over as long as one of his daughters gets to marry Ferret, who is the heir to a massive fortune and prestigious family name. Saren and Suna are both absolutely devastated by this, but there's nothing that any one of them can do. Suna was elated to finally be a bride, but Saren wanted nothing to do with marriage at all. So this is a nightmare for both of them. It's customary for the eldest to marry first, but Kazım Bey doesn't care about this at all or what it will do to Suna's reputation. Kazım is very abusive and controls every aspect of their lives, so going against him has never been an option. One thing I've noticed about Turkish culture is the unwavering respect for the family elders. Even when the children are grown, they still honor and obey their parents and grandparents. So, off Saren goes to be Ferret's bride. Neither Ferret or Saren want to be married to each other, or anyone else for that matter. So they just agree to play the game in front of the family and secretly do their own thing behind everyone's backs. However, Ferret's secret outings start getting out of hand, and Saren can no longer keep up this facade. Ferret's grandfather rules the house with an iron fist and goes berserk when he finds out that what Ferret is doing while his new bride is upstairs sleeping alone. Now, Ferret and Saren's relationship is very complicated. They're clearly attracted to each other, but Ferret has a side girl named Palin, and she is very much in love with Ferret, although Ferret doesn't love her in the same way, but even so, he has no interest in leaving Palin alone. So Saren sees no real marriage or future with him, for now. She's just playing along because she has to, but soon she starts to get fed up with Ferret's behavior and takes matters into her own hands. Now, Ferret is absolutely adorable when he wants to be, and they do have their little sweet moments together, but Saren's pride is being walked on, and she's had enough by this time. Ferret and Saren will be tossed to and fro in a love-hate whirlwind with lots of family drama, guys. Ferret begins to realize his feelings for Saren are more than just physical attraction, but there's no way that Saren can trust him. He promises to leave Palin alone and change his ways and begs Saren to take their relationship to the next level, but Palin and her snake of a mom decide that this can never happen. They devise their sneaky plan to separate Farron and Saren for good so that Palin can take her place as Ferret's new bride in the family mansion. Team Palin convinces Saren that Ferret is still seeing Palin, which of course breaks Saren's heart because she is also starting to feel something more for Ferret. It doesn't take long for rumors of Ferret's cheating to get back to Saren's crazy father, Cosm, and he demands that Saren come back home and file for divorce. Team Palin thinks that they have won the war, but Ferret proceeds to spiral out of control emotionally when Saren leaves him, and Team Palin's plan is going to backfire on them. Ferret now despises Palin and wants nothing to do with her. He tries everything to win Saren back, but Saren won't budge. She's determined to teach Ferret a lesson. In the meantime, Cosm is lining up a new wealthy groom for Saren. This new groom, Tariq, and his family are super creepy, and they give Saren the worst kind of vibes, and she instantly regrets leaving Ferret when she finds out what her father has planned for her. Cosm's plan is to marry Saren's older sister Suna to Tariq's older brother Safet first, then it's going to be Saren's turn. Now, Suna is also devastated about her wedding with Safet because she's fallen in love with Abedin, who is Ferret's right-hand man, and she can also see how incredibly creepy this family is. She knows that her father will never accept Abedin as a suitable groom, so she just accepts her fate and agrees to marry Safet, who is obviously mentally ill. Ferret and Abedin are fully aware of what awaits the two sisters when they marry into this family, so they make plans to save them. Ferret and Abedin decide to crash Suna's wedding and attempt to kidnap the sisters right before Suna heads to the marriage table to say the I do's. With no time to really think about what they're doing, they agree to run away with them, leaving the groom at the altar. This is probably my favorite scene from the whole show, guys. I was so elated with the way that they really stuck it to everyone with this move. Since they don't have anywhere to go, they decide to camp out in the forest. Now, during this little reunion, Ferret and Saren will confess their love for each other and vow to run away from their controlling families and never part again. They make plans to get some cash and make their escape, but unfortunately, the reunion is short-lived, and they are all forced to go back home when they get the news that Ferret's brother has been killed in a car accident. After the funeral, Ferret and Saren are forbidden to see each other ever again, and of course, this enrages Ferret. He stands up to Grandpa and Team Palin and lets everyone know that he's not going to stop until he's back with Saren. Cosm decides to send Saren far away from Ferret's reach until her wedding with Tariq can take place, but Ferret will not be stopped. Ferret finds out where Saren is and meets her secretly to convince her to run away with him again. Saren is absolutely terrified that something bad will happen to Ferret if they get caught, but decides to trust him anyway. She goes back home, packs her bag, and meets Ferret down the street. Now, Tariq has been charged with keeping guard over Saren, his soon-to-be bride, and follows her to the place where Ferret is waiting. When Saren and Ferret meet up, Tariq is not far behind. He watches them as they hug and kiss each other and decides to pull out a gun and shoot Ferret as they try to make their escape. Now, this is how it ends, okay? Season 1 ends with Ferret on the ground bleeding out and Saren crying out for help. Season 2 is right around the corner, y'all. In fact, I think it's coming out this weekend, and I cannot wait to see how this plays out. You can watch this show on watchturks.com and other online streaming services. And I really do think that you guys will be super impressed with this story. It is absolutely fantastic. The acting is on point. I just love it, love it, love it. So, all right, guys, that's all I got on this one. So until next time, g'lay, g'lay.